Welcome back to another market close. Let's see what the heck is going on. I already know one of the things going on, and it's called Upstart. Upstart is literally going to the freaking moon. And it's crazy because Upstart, okay, they said they're acquiring this car dealership platform called Prodigy, and that's going to help them service that many more car loans as the expectations and finance for cars. That's great. But oh my gosh, this stock is up 20 freaking percent again. Like it doesn't end. It does not end. At the same time, we have a rotation continue. Oh, it's up 21, 22% now. See, like I said, it doesn't end. It's crazy. But anyway, Upstart up 21.9% right now. We've got Hydrofarm actually coming back. Hydrofarm is a it's like a hydroponics distributor, and they for I think soy, not just hydroponics for like growing plants, but also they heavily sell to the marijuana industry. So there's a lot of hype for that. I think they also sell soils. Got to double check that. I don't invest in them, but here's another one. I mean, this one ran up to like $80 or $90 not that long ago. Let's see. $95. That's crazy. And it's really sold off. It kind of sold off to, I'd say like December lows. This IPO'd or it got listed, I should say, after the Biden election. So, we've still seen some volatility here, though. Upstart, though, on the other hand, I mean, this is insane. I mean, this is just like straight up over here, right? A lot of euphoria going into this one. And it was all because of that Prodigy dealership software. And so, I personally, I wonder, hey, how are dealership models going to evolve? I don't know. How bullish can I be here? I don't know. So, I mean, look, I love Upstart, but I'm excited about it. But I mean, these prices, it's just like, wow, okay, it keeps going. Good for it, I suppose. On the other hand, you've got Express selling down about 13% right now, which this is the day chart here. So you can kind of see some of the lows we had gotten to and where we stand now. So having sort of a correction here, not a surprise for Express. We got Sundial down about 12%. AMC, I mean, these are, sure, we've got like our first red candlestick in quite a while for a day, right? Let me go to the, actually, we're at the base candlesticks here. Oh, there we go. Now we're at the base candlesticks. So, okay, there we go. This helps us. So like when we get rid of the average, it actually shows us we have other red days. We do, even though we've been trending up. So we've been trending up. We had a couple red days in between here, a few red days, but we've been really nicely trending up here on AMC. And, another red day, not uncommon here, still substantially higher than where we have been. Let's go back to those average candles here. SOS down 10% here, Naked. These are some substantial declines here. Really, these are the momentum ones, though. And the reason I zoom out to the day is because, you look at the decline in retrospect, it's minor. It's not that big of a deal. I think the bigger deal right here, if we buy the course today, will we only get no? You the course live streams. I have no plans of ending the course live streams at all. Maybe there's an old date somewhere that says March. If you see that, let me know. But I'll fix that. No, at the very least, I have no expectations of stopping the course live stream, so don't worry about it. Email me if you're concerned. Kevin@mekevin.com. Okay, so what else do we have here? Nordstrom. So really kind of just a rotation back a little bit, a pull back a little bit. I really think a lot of this sort of recovery play softening today has to do with the Eurozone really falling behind here on the reopening play. I mean, look, it's all of these. It's not the individual stocks. It's the sector. It's the whole recovery sector. It's Carnival, Macy's. The airlines are selling off. We got American, Spirit, all these guys selling off. Redfin's mixed in the bunch. Partly for some reason it tends to trade with recovery, but we also had bad real estate data. 6% fewer sales than in January. We were expecting a 2% decline. We had a 6% decline, not in prices, but in number of sales. And that's a lot. That obviously is less volume for a company like Redfin, which is less potential profit. Plus, they did a bond raise. A lot of things going on at Redfin today. You got United Airlines also down. Look, all the recoveries. I mean, there's no one exempt here. Cheesecake, Lyft, JP Morgan, all these guys are down. You've got Bitcoin that's down 2.65%, possibly because of Mr. J Powell, which we'll do more of a breakdown of J Powell on this later. This a little more complicated. I posted another Fed video this morning on inflation. I highly encourage you watch that. I posted that not that long ago. It's like 35 minutes ago. Anyway, watch it. It's really great. I even called the Federal Reserve to make sure we had the most perfect information we could get from that. So we got Churchill Capital. They released an email saying that they had sold out of their Lucid Air reservations, which, okay, cool. That's great. But your stock don't care right now, unfortunately. Because it's, today's, well, I mean, 1.67%, like, could be worse. It was up, though. And I think that's the downside. And that's why we kind of see this a downslope over here. So that's a little unfortunate. I got to move where the questions are. I'll move that inside. Okay, what else do we have here? Win. Yeah, I mean, all recovery selling down. Lemonade, EXPI, a fluctuation of 1%. Obviously, EXPI probably because of the real estate connection. Lemonade or Shift being down here could just be a regular daily fluctuation. These are the smaller price fluctuations. Pinterest actually got a price cut today from Bank of America, and they're only down 0.7%. They opened up lower, then they went even lower. But really recovered through the day here. Great company. Got to buy this under 70. Close to 70. Okay, a couple points over. Big deal. What else here? Social Capital. We got Palantir, $24. Some of these plays, like the Pinterest, the Etsy, the Teslas, the Enphase, you got to be in these long, right? Like this Upstart, I don't know how long this could sustain because off that partnership deal. So we'll have to, really watch this. Me personally, I would not be buying into at this point this kind of growth, but I can't deny it. It's been absolutely amazing. I mean, the stock literally just on news of that deal has gone from $60 to up, not just double, but double and a half, basically, right? It's unreal. It's really, really incredible. But I get nervous when I see this because this is increasing risk, right? This right here, folks, that's decreasing risk. I like decreasing risk, not increasing risk. I like it when prices go up, though. Don't get me wrong. When I own them, not when I'm looking to buy them. SunPower, nice moves on SunPower, 8% today. NGA still not at $20, trying to get back to $20. It's usually where we expect NGA to be, is above $20. Quantum, the hopefully the future of the solid state batteries, up a little bit today. Actually, a good chunk today, 7%. Hold on, this sounds like they're talking about Volkswagen. Let's listen to this for Volkswagen on EVs.
Here in the United States over the last 10, 15 years.
ID4.
So they need this vehicle, the ID4, which is fully electric, to be successful for them. You might be wondering, well, are they so far behind Tesla that they need to start catching up? They're actually not that far behind Tesla. Ooh. Look at the global auto sales, the market share in EVs last year. Tesla sold 1 out of every 5 around the world. Volkswagen was number 3rd, 11% market share, catching up very quickly in Europe, by the way. The CEO of Volkswagen USA says he expects the market for EVs to continue to ramp up from here.
These massive shifts, Phil, aren't going to go away. The government, the invest, the environment, plus the American consumer. I see it happening, and I see it happening quicker every year.
One other note about Volkswagen, when we talked to Scott Keel, we asked him about the chip shortage that's hitting all the automakers around the world. He says it's not going to end anytime soon. He said expect this to last at least through the spring, well into the summertime. And guys, that's not surprising given the news that we've heard over the last couple of days from various automakers. And today we heard from Ford curbing some of its production at a couple of its plants. You're going to continue to hear this for several weeks and months.
Tripping over some words here. Take a look at this. I'm going to pull it up here on the iPad. Hold on. I got too many tabs open and it's a little bit of a mess. It doesn't matter so much. Hold on. Let's grab this here really quick. Take a look at this. So this is the ID4, unlike anything you've seen before. Starting at $39,000. That's not bad. Estimated range 250 miles. The new ID4. Ooh, fancy. View interior gallery. Look. They're smart. They're trying to adapt. They've had some issues with their ID3. Hopefully their ID4 does better. I mean, look, the better Volkswagen can do when they're electric, the better it is for the entire industry. Like, let's go, legacy automakers. All it's doing is signaling to people who are buying ICE vehicles, internal combustion engine vehicles, that they should hop to it and get over to some of the electric. What is this? Like, is this just, are they trying to show us their Philips Hue light bulbs or what? Or are they trying to show a car here? Sorry, I'm being critical. It looks nice. And don't get me wrong, that's nice. I wonder how many seats this thing has. But it looks good. Size. Okay, so I see 5 seats here. I think I saw 2 more potentially in the back, so potentially up to 7. Oh, look at that. They got a sold out over here. First edition. Oh, okay. I wonder how many first editions they had. But anyway, okay, let's listen back in over here.
Developed market for EVs. It makes sense to sort of reevaluate whether the market's giving enough credit to Volkswagen on this.
Travel stocks, though, under pressure today. Seema Modi's got the details for us. Hey, Seema.
Yeah, Wilf, on a day where we're seeing value and tech stocks outperform, reopening trades in the travel sector are unwinding. This as we keep a very close eye on Miami, the city declaring a state of emergency over the weekend and a curfew after spring break crowds got out of control. And that's really raised questions about Florida's travel recovery, where we have seen a sharp rise in hotel occupancy over the past few weeks. Miami is currently the highest priced.
I don't know if we really care about this. Okay, let's hop back over. I don't want to talk about Miami. We're not here to talk about Miami. Look, I can't get my head around the NFTs. If people want to invest in the NFT space, hey, thanks for the $10 here. Sorry, I'm not your guy. Maybe I'll figure it out more. So stay tuned. But yeah. I can talk to you about companies' earnings and products and cars or things that I think will make money. But the NFTs make me nervous. So, so similar losses really over here, possibly even accelerating here. No, let's see. Let's go to the day here. Hold on. Yep. We are actually seeing an acceleration of losses right here. It's not an NFT, it's a stock for a company that does it. I understand that. But it's the same industry. It's the NFT industry, right? I don't get it. Maybe one day I will. Look, I get the idea. I could sell my tweets. I could sell a screenshot of Chamath blocking me because he's a weenie baby who sells out of Virgin Galactic when the market's falling, doesn't want to tell anybody that he's getting margin called when we know he's getting margin called and he had no choice. So instead, suggests he has to. Sorry, now I'm rambling about Chamath. Never mind. Point is, NFTs, not NFT, not for, why isn't NFK? Not for Kevin. Not right now. Oh my gosh, look at Upstart here, rallying even more into the close. What a trade. I mean, this is, look, I mean, obviously, now you look back, it's like, dang, wish I just jumped on the train. I didn't do it. But I mean, with this kind of run, I would express caution here. Let's try to understand a valuation on this. Let's do that here. Hold on. Let's pop on over here for a second. I'm going to pull up the Bloomberg
chart. Now, clearly, energy is still beating software. Software's really been hit hard, but they're not as far apart as they were just a couple of weeks ago. So this sort of ebb and flow has been active. The Volatility Index has also been helpful. Came into the week right around 20. It's declined to 19. That's pretty constructive if this gets into a boring springtime market trend. Not saying it's going to, but downside for the VIX is net bullish at these levels for the stock market, Wolf.
Just under 1 minute left in the session, as Mike and Sarah pointing out, off the session highs, but still green for the three major averages. The Dow's up 109. It was up 180 about 30 minutes ago. The S&P is up 0.7%, and the NASDAQ leads the charge, up 1.2%. The Russell 2000 is, though, in the red, down the best part of 1%. So quite a big divergence there across those major averages. Quite a big divergence on the sectors as well. Within the S&P, tech is up 1.9%. Real estate and consumer staples both up more than 1%, while financials down more than 1%, down 1.3%. Some of the banks down 2 or even 3%. Energy also down the best part of 1%. Dollar a little soft today. Yields slipping a fraction. And as Mike said, the VIX below 20. Gold a little soft, as is oil. At the bell, Sarah, up 0.7% on the S&P 500, 0.3% on the Dow, and 1.2% on the NASDAQ.
Breaking a 2-day losing streak, ending with gains, both the Dow, all three, S&P and NASDAQ. Welcome back, everyone, to Closing Bell. I'm Sarah Eisen, along with Wilfred Frost and Mike Santoli, CNBC senior markets commentator. Take a look at how we finished up the day on Wall Street. Tech led the charge higher on the back of lower treasury yields. That helped the Dow rally 102 points. Microsoft had the most positive impact on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. It started at the 3 o'clock hour, the final hour of trade. We were up almost 200 points. So lost a bit of steam there, still closed with a nice gain. S&P 500 up 0.7%. of 1%, also breaking a 2-day losing streak. The SPY, the ETF, tracks the S&P. Apple had the most positive impact. So mega cap tech really worked today. The NASDAQ had a good day, at least if you're bullish, up 1.25%. Off session highs again, but still a strong run for technology after some weakness that we had seen lately. Consumer discretionary, real estate, and communication services were the other big gainers on the S&P. Small caps were the losers, down almost 1%. Energy was weak today. That certainly didn't help. So were financials, bottom performing sector, also potentially weighing on small caps. We'll talk about it in a moment. Coming up, billionaire investor Howard Marks on how he is investing amid the rising rate concerns and why he is no longer dismissive of Bitcoin. First up, let's talk markets. Peter Cicchini from Alpha Omega Advisors still with us. Marcy McGregor, senior investment strategist at Bank of America, joins the conversation. Welcome, Marcy. First, though, to you, Mike, on the action that stood out to you amid the
All right, let's go ahead and take a peek at what else is going on. And I do want to get back to Upstart as well. So that's our close here. Obviously, we saw that rotation take place. A lot of red on the recovery stocks today. Do take a look at this, though. So I just, a lot of you have just been commenting on this. So I want to take a peek at this. Musk cancels Tesla's full self-driving update, awaits further progress. And okay, last week, let's see here. What's the update? Where is it? Now Musk has taken back that timeline because he was planning on releasing this within a few weeks here. And said that a rollout doesn't make sense right now as the system is undergoing significant architectural changes. Okay, given the significant architectural changes, including fundamental improvements to the pure vision, there's limited value to testing 8.x, hoping to upload the button next month. Oh, well, this is old news. Yeah, he tweeted this 2 days ago. I thought maybe there was a new delay. I was already expecting April. This is old news. This is old news. Not a big deal. So basically what was going to happen was, I actually think this is a little bit misleading because of when this article was released. So basically what happened here is Elon Musk tweeted saying, hey, we're going to try to get the self-driving button released this weekend, like Saturday, Sunday. And, on Friday, I think this was Friday or Saturday, people were like, hey, so are we getting the self-driving button where we can download the self-driving beta for the Teslas? Which I was excited about too. Like, where's my button? I want to push the button. I want to have self-driving. He already tweeted and said, it's not your fault. It is news to you because this article was just posted 2 hours ago. So, don't feel bad for sharing it. I appreciate y'all sharing this. It's not your fault. The article was just posted. But no. Elon tweeted this 2 days ago, and all he said is he's gonna roll it into April. This is not canceling the full self-driving update. All it's doing is saying we don't have the button ready yet for this weekend. It's gonna be in maybe a few weeks. That's not canceling. That's a minor delay of a few weeks. Come on, this stuff that bothers me. That's not even close to accurate. I don't know, whatever. So, but you know what? Hey, look, it got a ton of shares, it just, not really fair though. Okay. So let's, I want to take a quick peek and just understand Upstart again. We did this when it was like $70. Now it's at like 150. But I just want to understand what's going on here. Because I know we're expecting insane growth here. And so let's see if we have a projected EPS here. So look, a projected EPS of almost $1. So say we beat estimates and we get to $1 in 2022. The company's selling for 150 times future, 153 times future P of 2022. That's not horrible. It's a growth company. It could be a lot worse. It's actually going to have it's already got a net income in 2020. So it's not like it's losing money. Oh, you know what? Stock probably deserves the movement it's seeing here. That's great. I'm not going to buy it at these prices, but hey, geez, maybe these revisions that came in for Prodigy are really bumping expectations there. Anything that sort of transforms the legacy, sort of dealership model, though, I have some skepticism about, though, because think about it. I think the dealership model is going to go away. And look at Tesla. There's no dealership model. How is Volkswagen going to say, okay, all dealers, shut down. We ain't doing dealers anymore. They're not, because they're going to have to fire thousands of people, and it'd be like the worst PR move ever. But that helps Tesla have insane margin, and that's going to keep an anchor on something like a Volkswagen. In the future, I don't know that we're going to have that dealership model anymore. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I think a really good car salesperson is really valuable. Like, hey, do you really need this? Go check this out. Go compare to this. And tell you things that you're not even thinking about looking for. So, anyway, all right, let's keep going here. So, all right, okay, how did things end today? Upstart ended up 31%. We've got Hydro 9. Geez, really good. 31%. Jeez, down 2% in the after hours here. But, I mean, that's nothing. So I think they were pushing FSD 8.3 so they could book FSD profits in Q1, but then decided it wasn't worth the increased risk when they had better version coming out 3 weeks later. Okay, I mean, that's fair. I believe that. Like, hey, get a bunch of people to sign up for it and then delay. I mean, that's a little shady and jaded. It's shady if that's true, and it's jaded on our part for thinking that. Maybe, but hey, like a few weeks, again, it's not canceling, right? So, oh, look at this. Smurf. We got a Smurf. It says, I'm about to sell my car to Shift. They revised the offer and price matched it to my offer from Vroom and added $200 to the top. There you go. Awesome. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I want to ask you, do you care who you sell it to? Shift or Vroom? Or do you want the most money in your pocket? It's money in the pocket. This is why Shift is Shift is coming. Shift is coming. Anyway, let's see here. Okay, so what else do we have here? HelloFresh, Blink. So Blink actually, let's go. Oh, sorry, let's go to the day chart, the minutes here. A little bit of a bizarreness happening here in Blink. Affirm recovering, nice. Okay, good. Got some stability here in the after hours. Nothing too crazy right now. Oh, well, check this out. Wait a minute. Energy.
On carbon emissions as a way to try to quantify and make finite any potential charges on emissions going forward. But we will wait and see exactly how this discussion pans out. But certainly interesting to note ahead of the rollout of this package that the White House is trying to engage oil, gas, and mining executives on these very issues. Sarah and Wilf.
Caleb, thanks very much for that.
That EV package is going to be huge. I cannot wait to go through the EV package and figure out what the heck is going on. All right, so what do we have here? Charge point, 5%, pretty flat in the after hours. I mean, really good run here on the stuff, the higher multiple stuff, right? The higher PE stuff is running like crazy today. And Upstart is basically just accelerating that because as we just saw, we've got 150 forward PE. I mean, we've got like an insane PE now, but I mean, a lot of things have an insane PE now. It's probably like 500 or something like that right now. But again, the stock market looks forward, not backwards. So, yeah, and then these guys, okay, I mean, after hours, things aren't changing much. SOS, AMC, Sundial, Express, these guys got spanked. We had the recovery sector got spanked by about 4 to 5% today. Not really much of a change in the after hours. After hours here, if we properly sort by the after hours, I don't think we have earnings either. Soon we're going to be in April, and then we're going to get to our next earnings cycle already again. It's kind of crazy how it feels like we can always go, like we can almost always talk about earnings because it takes so long to go through all the companies. Let's see here. No companies I really recognize here. Just on a quick glance here. Just a few, not a lot of reportings though. Yeah, six this morning and 8 after. We do have more coming up though. For example, here, I'll show you really quick. A good website, by the way. Go to Earning, not sponsored. Y'all know what's sponsored on this website are those amazing programs linked down below. You could get 38% off on through Friday, which is when the price is going up. But this is not sponsored here, but it's earningswhispers.com/calendar. It just gives you a little nice chart here. But no, not companies I can. Golden Nugget, GNOG. People are going to be looking for that. And Playboy. Those two, people are going to be looking for these right here. After market close and after market. Okay, both of these are going to be after the market close tomorrow. This is going to be big. Thank you, JC, for shouting out the member live streams there. I appreciate you. Yeah, if you see it, because somebody asked earlier, if you see like, oh, it's expiring at some point or whatever. Yeah, like the only reason I put that there is because I can't promise I'm going to be 90 years old and do course member live streams every day, right? But I enjoy them. Right now, I've no intentions of stopping. They're fun. So I changed the dates just like by 3 months at a time or whatever. Okay, what else is going on here? So Tattooed Chef is down about 2% on the day, down another percent in the after hours. Upwork is up a 0.5%, down 1% in the after hours. Upwork's such a great company too. But possibly going to be a victim of this, recovery where it's kind of like a Peloton where it's like, do we really need Zoom, Peloton, and Upwork right now as we open back up? I don't know. When's G? Yeah, actually, we covered that there. When's GME report? Let's see. GME earnings. GME earnings. Stock to hit earnings. 20. Tomorrow. Oh, did I miss GME on the sheet? Playboy? Why is it? It's not on the sheet. Interesting. Yeah, if GameStop, it's scheduled for tomorrow after the market close. That'll be cool. I'm excited for that. That'll be cool. So somebody here says, I bought a few Tesla Leap calls in the mid 500s. How do you feel about Tesla Leaps if one is willing to exercise the options to hold as a long-term asset? Well, why would you exercise them? If you have Leaps, you don't want the $500 shares. You want it because you still have value in those options above that. Like if you look at your options price right now on a $500 option, the thing's probably worth it's got to be worth more than $170 more than like the difference between where the price is now and whatever your option is costing you. It's probably there's probably a $200 spread there. So you're better off getting rid of the option, taking the additional profit, and then buying the shares. But look, if you got a Leap and the thing's not going to expire for another year, why would you take the shares? Leaving money on the table. So I mean, the only benefit is maybe your tax basis, right? Because if you sell the option, you have a taxable event. Whereas if you exercise, that would be part of your cost basis. I'm pretty sure. Check with the CPA. I'm just a dude on YouTube, not financial advice, not tax advice, not legal advice. Don't sue me, bro. I need to have music in the background that plays for the fine print music. That's what we need. We need fine print music. Okay, so let's see here. Take a peek at NEO. NEO just cannot get back to 45. It's fine. It's a buying up. NEO has had zero love. I was talking to Graham about this yesterday when we did the live stream together. 3 hours long. It's crazy. But we were talking about this, how everyone was talking about NEO 2 months ago. Everything was just NEO, NEO day's coming, NEO this, NEO that. Oh my gosh, NEO. Now nobody talks about NEO anymore. And, that happens. And then when that happens, the stock sometimes just doesn't move because nobody's paying attention to it. It's like the flashlight is not on that stock. Right now, folks, the flashlight is on Upstart. Holy smokes. This is insane. It's up 31% on the day. Now it's up another almost 2% in the after hours. It's kooky. Hey, congratulations to whoever owns Upstart. I'll tell you that. That is exciting. That is really cool. Good for all of y'all. That is fun. All right, so what else do we have here? Howard Marks. Oh, Howard Marks is on. Let's listen to him for a second.
The most opportunity is always found in the thing.
He's usually pretty bearish, I've found recently.
And I think that what they call value, although I differ a little with the terminology, but out of favor, lower valuations, the sectors that were hurt by the pandemic and where the stocks reflected the pain from the pandemic, sometimes to excess. If you can find companies that have been penalized for their difficulties in the pandemic, and the penalty was overdone, and the difficulties are temporary, I think that's a good sector right now. Although after being
He's literally pumping up or trying to pump up his purchases right now. He's like, oh, well, we're buying value. And hey, look, if you could find the companies that have been overly penalized, go for those. Nah, I got rocket ships I got to ride. Not this crap. But we'll keep listening to it.
Well, to ask, it's a tough question to answer. I mean, right now, one way I put it is that any company that has difficulties in this environment deserves to be.
Wait, he's in front of like a green screen. Why would you pick that as your background? Like, that is a weird background to pick. You see the failed cutout around his ear? Why would you pick that background?
2020, which was predicted to get into middle teens, didn't even reach half that. So there are always some people who find it easier to raise capital than others, and those are the ones we're emphasizing at this time. But there's not widespread distress, to be sure.
Howard, one of the theories that gets discussed a lot, of course, of late is that rising rates will hit big cap tech and the highest PE stocks more than others. Part of the thinking behind that, of course, is standard valuation models, discounted cash flow valuation models, though those models haven't really been the dominant factor of market performance over the last couple of years. Is it possible that will be the same going forward, and therefore fears over rising rates as it applies to high PE stocks is overdone?
Well, I think the analogy between between growth stocks and bonds is appropriate. Long bonds react more to a change in interest rates than short bonds, and I think that growth stocks, where more of the story is in the distant future, will react more strongly to interest rates. But on the other hand, to the extent that the rising rates connote a strong economy, with all equities, that's an offset. And I think that is what's going on. The fear is of an overheated economy that produces inflation and thus calls for higher interest rates. I think that the great tech stocks, the great growth stocks, can offset inflation through their growth. But you have to pick the right ones. It's not my business. I'm not, Oaktree doesn't invest much in the equities market, mainstream equities market, but that would be the goal.
Wow. Okay. Good. Yeah. I mean, outpacing inflation is great. I'm surprised Howard Marks even said that about about the high PE companies, the growth companies, as he said. Question here, Kevin. Why is your conviction for autonomy so high? Do you think it's going to be widely adopted by society? Yes. Okay, so what else is going on? Let's see. We got Silver Spike upward. These guys down here in the after hours. And really what's running again is upstarts just bobbing around. Volume's obviously substantially lower here in the after hours. But wow, I mean, talk about a trending stock here. This is a trend. I mean, this is really incredible. It would not surprise me. And we'll draw some lines here. I don't believe that with the acquisition they announced, they're going to fall back to these levels, because these were really panic lows too. But it would not shock me to see us fall somewhere back to a little bit of a normal here between this range right here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to leave these lines here, because I'm not going to buy this company up here. Let's see if this gets back under 100. And I don't want anybody to lose money. The point is, if we get that kind of consolidation, we get a bounce in that range, maybe it'd be something I would consider. But I'm not like gonna FOMO here and jump into something like this at this kind of euphoria that we're seeing. There's too much trader momentum in there, creating a propped up price that is not something I would want to hold for the long term. Now, would I trade it? I don't know. I mean, even at this point, the entry feels late. If I was going to trade that stock, I would probably want it to get in on the earnings run up. But then again, you never know. Earnings can go crazy. I mean, you just don't know. But anyway, so looking at Wayfair at $350, this is starting to get expensive. Like, Wayfair and Etsy surprisingly have held up really well. Etsy sitting at 220. Very, very well. Vale, a nickel mining company, considering the batteries for Tesla are mostly nickel. Well, I don't know. Let's do a quick little search here. Vale Equity. Okay. Howard Marks. Oh, he's talking about Bitcoin now. Hold on 1 second. We'll come back to that.
With a positive impact on price. So I haven't reached a conclusion, and I still don't consider myself informed enough to have an opinion, certainly to express it publicly. I would just describe myself as more open-minded, hopefully on many things than I was in the past.
So it sounds like Oaktree doesn't have exposure there. Do you think it's prudent for a company like a public company like Tesla to buy $1.5 billion worth, put on the balance sheet?
No, again, that's beyond my competence. Certainly Oaktree has no involvement.
Howard, wanted to ask your view on a sort of traditional portfolio of 60-40 or whatever the percentage split is of equities and bonds. As we look at the sort of 5 to 10 year outlook ahead, is the traditional thought process behind that and how it might balance out the risk going forward weaker than it's ever been before, given where both equities and rates are at the moment?
That's a great question, Wilfred. Most of my clients are institutions, pension funds, endowments, sovereign wealth funds, etc.
The suits.
Pension funds define.
Oh, hold on. The robot's shutting down, so we'll have to let him reboot. Okay, let's go over. Sorry, that's terrible. Let's look for a moment over here at Vale. All right, Vale produces and sells iron ore pellets, manganese alloys, gold, nickel, copper. Geez, man. The problem is I don't know anything about these miners. I blew a few. Stop. I can't go to these miners and buy some ore. At least I don't think I can. And this is why Kevin gets blocked on. Stop. I'm sorry. This is the downside about these live streams. Okay, like it just happens. It's a problem. And I'm sorry. Like I like Howard. I read his books. They're good. Do I agree with his opinions? No. But that's okay. This is why I read people's opinions to see if I agree or disagree. And we should all do that. So, okay. Sorry. A Brazilian mining company. So it's a Brazilian mining company. This is so far out of my wheelhouse. Like, first of all, I don't know anything about Brazil. Nothing. I know there's a statue somewhere there. But that's about it. I don't want to sound stupid. I don't know. So like, what am I supposed to advise on a Brazilian stock? I don't know what kind of governmental risk they have, tariff risk they have, currency risk they have. What do I know? I don't know if their workers are unionized. I don't know how much raw material they have in the ground. Are they going to run out in their mine over here in northern Brazil? I have zero competitive advantage for this. Zero. Now, a car like Tesla, I do. Because all the hedgies who don't want to buy a Tesla because they're like, yeah, this is just overvalued. And they refuse to get into Tesla because they're, stuck in their ways. I have a competitive advantage over them. I can't get on an excavator in Brazil and tell you, oh yeah, this mine's better than the next one. I'm the wrong person to ask. I have no freaking clue about these miners here. And I'm also, I'm remotely interested because I agree with you. Like the supply is important. But what happens when you get with raw material inputs? Prices go up. They hire more people. They increase their cost. They buy more machinery. Then you get 4 or 5 other mines that open up. And all of a sudden, the commodity prices come down. The margins compress because it's a commodity. A commodity means there's nothing unique about it. Commodities have zero unique selling proposition. Lithium ore from China should be the same as lithium ore from Brazil, except the one from China comes with GPS trackers. Bad joke, sorry. The point is, I can't tell you about your miners. So, sorry. Anyway, let's go back to these things over here. Cars are not commodities. Cars are absolutely not commodities. They're the opposite of commodities. They're unique. They each have now look, if you compare 1,000 Volkswagen Bugs to another 1,000 Volkswagen Bugs, that's just the same product. That's different. Okay, so freaking Upstart keeps going here. John Deere down a little bit on the day, but up in the after hours. Shift up a little bit in the after hours, but not as much as it went down during the day. Etsy just going up here. Etsy's just having a nice little uptrend. Let's go to, actually, let's look at the day here. Look at that crazy uptrend here on Etsy. Now, we had that dip here for a moment around the first week of March, but just really trying to continue. It's what's it called? Growth trend here, which is great. End phase, 4.5% essentially combined today. Williams-Sonoma still running. They destroyed earnings last week. Like, this was like so freaking awesome. So stay away from the miners. Oh, you guys are terrible. Guys and girls. It's just a double shot in your watered down coffee might be a bit much today. Hey, you back off my double shots. So image-based AI companies. Okay, this I like. Okay, so that I'm interested in. VSB girlfriend. Okay, what do we got here? VSB girlfriend. Okay. Let's see here. Visibility Group Technologies. This is another frontier right here, right? On just on AI. AI, we are so early in the curves, folks. The technology is so exciting. Operates a retail tech and marketing company. The company deploys solutions that combine interactive touchscreens and data capture cameras and sensors with cloud edge. Okay, in Canada. Okay, so this is really, so they have a retail focus. They're trying to make retail great again. Tough business, right? Making retail great again. Tough. It'd be if they're only focused in retail, I'd be a little nervous. So I would look up their, like, here, any of you guys can do this, guys and gals. I think guys is pretty consistently guys and girls now. But anyway, let's see, investor relations. See if we can see it. So, okay, what do we got here? Investors, I don't want to listen to your webinar. I just want to see your release. Where is it? Give me the money. Where is it? Where's the money? I don't want your presentation. I want what you tell the auditors. You're going to make it complicated for me, aren't you? Investors. You can't just download our Q1 report here. Why? Why do you got to make it so difficult? All right. I'm going to have to come back to this. All right. Fine. Okay, let's see what they do. Quickly. Okay, we know yeah, this is all retail. See, like, yeah, that's this. I've seen this crap. Nobody ever uses it, at least in America. Oh, dude, you had puts on Upstart. I'm sorry. Like, here, I'll put an F in the chat for you. Respect. I'm sorry, man. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I mean, like, even these pictures are dated. Like, I don't remember the last time I've been. I mean, okay, this is like a CVS. Okay, I thought this was like this is like a Radio Shack. Oh no, that's a snacks place. Okay, like convenience stores. Okay, so they're trying to use updated pictures. I thought it was like Radio Shack they were showing. I'm like, wait a minute. This, I don't know. Am I going to invest in this to try to collect facial recognition data and try to assume, oh, are they happy with the coupon we showed them? Or are they sad with the coupon? And let's give them a more expensive or a better coupon. You know, walk up to these machines with a big sad face and see if they give you a better coupon. Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too critical here. I probably am. I usually am. But if I invest in stock, I got to be really, really jazzed about something. How are they going to say widely addressable market, transforming retail, grocery and retail? I mean, even with like the digital delivery of groceries, I got to ask, who here actually wants to go back to the grocery store? And okay, like in fairness, like like you could say like for fruits and vegetables, right? Because the people who are picking up your groceries, they don't know how to pick the right apples and grapes. They pick the crappy ones because it's just what's most like what everybody else has rejected, right? But otherwise, like I don't desire to go to the grocery store. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the wind is not at your back. Let's put it that way. And again, I'm being judgmental here. Okay, so eyes just sold off like 11% today. I wonder how ears did today. Eyes and ears. Ears. Yeah, what did ears do? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, well ears didn't do that bad, but eyes not happy. What is this about Fed? Let's see.
Characterization of the economy here. I hadn't heard him say, maybe he had, but the idea of returning to normal later this year. Any hint at all that things might be moved up? As you know, Sarah, the market has moved up its estimate for when the first rate hike comes, and we had a NABE survey this morning that had a lot of folks 70 or 80% in really ahead of where the Fed is right now. So there is that dissonance, but it is a year out or a year and a half out. So there's time for both the Fed and the market to align here. But the question becomes whether or not this year is the announcement for whether or not they reduce the quantitative easing that's out there right now. So far, I think even Barkin said today that he had not seen the preconditions met for a taper of the quantitative easing. So we'll wait to see if Powell also agrees with that and doubles down on his comments regarding that.
Steve Eastman, thanks so much. $69 million. That's how much this NFT artwork from Beeple recently sold for at Christie's. Up next, the CEO of graphics technology company Atoy, which Beeple used to create that piece of art, on whether the NFT craze is more than just a fad. We're back in a couple minutes.
That I want to hear. That would be very, very interesting. We could find out what's going on with this madness. Okay. All right. Let's look at the sticks here for a moment, and then look at. Oh, you know what? We got to do top news in Bloomberg. That's what we got to do. Let's do the top news right now. Top news. All right, here we go. So top news. D1, largest hedge fund boss to move to Florida. BlackRock apologizes for cracks. Powell. Oh, we got a J. Powell article. The economy seems to be gathering steam, though it is still far from recovering from the damage wrought by the pandemic, Jerome Powell said. Recovery has progressed more quickly than generally expected and looks to be strengthening. And this is why do they say the same thing every day? I don't think any of that's unique. The stuff, and then they talk about the stuff from last week. Boring. Biden team weighs next economic plan of up to $3 trillion. Yeah, that is interesting. MP materials. H3 sold an NFT. Did they really? Oh. Hold on. I want to see this about this Biden team plan here, but H3 NFT. Did they do one? The 1 out of 1 vape token. Oh, here we go. Are these them? Gila. Wow. 321 items. 100 traded. An average of Ethereum. These are Ethereum prices, right? 1.59. Huh. I mean, look, it's I mean, March 19th. The 1 out of 1 Vape God NFT token just sold for $60,800 to Jess Pow, not J Pow. Not to be confused with J Pow. But wow, so somebody bought this graphic here for $60,000. Hey, look what I can do. Screenshot. No, I know. I get it. I'm not that boomery to know or to not know that it's not like, okay, my name's not on the blockchain, right? Oh, I get it. I just don't get it. Okay, co-founder and CEO of Kraken. Really? They bought it? Come on. This is like, you know what this is? This is the industry pumping the industry, okay? It's literally it's the same guy who bought the 90, not this person, but it's the same thing as what happened with the $69 million NFT. It's like it's all the same industry.
Artists and content creators tools for over a decade, whether they're small artists, individual artists that are graduating into motion graphics, or the big studios like Disney. We've been giving them the tools to make CG and beautiful content, at speeds that are 10 to 100 times faster than you could do a decade ago. And that has also led to the creation of a lot of art like Beeple's that allowed him to do every day. He would do a new piece of art every single day with our software, post it on Instagram. And that really led to that giant piece of artwork that sold at Christie's for $70 million.
But how is it really worth $70 million?
Well, I think like all art, it's in the eye of the beholder. And what you have with digital art and NFTs is you have a contract between the artist that created the piece and the collector that's buying it. And because the blockchain itself is as immutable really as atoms and matter, right? The concept of having the artist give you that art is what's valuable. And I think there's a generation of collectors and artists that recognize that value. And I don't think it's going to go away. I think it's only going to get.
Check this out. Check this out for a second. Look at this. Here's a a Washington Post article about this Beeple thing, right? The $69 million. Check this out right here. But the financial interests of the auction's winning bidder showed that the recent frenzy around digital art may be less of a sign of an artistic revolution than a gold rush into highly speculative blockchain technology. It could be argued that it's a cash grab. Okay, sees no evidence of fraud here. If you found value in having the asset itself, maybe you wouldn't try to sell it in pieces to everyone. Okay, fine. Let's see what else here. I want to find out, didn't he pay? Oh, Graham mentioned this yesterday. Maybe he paid in like another token or something like that. He purchased 20 artworks by Beeple for $2.2 million in December and decided to make shares of the collection available to the public through a digital token, similar to a share in the company. He created 10 million tokens called B20, making around 25% of them available to the public and keeping around 50% of them for himself. Okay. The remaining he set aside for friends and prospective partners. And then he gets a 2% kind of commish. So did he use profits from this to buy the $69 million artwork? We gotta get to the bottom of that. Okay, see, B20 tokens based on Beeple's work are about 41 times more valuable today than they were in January. Ah, okay, interesting. So from the day the Christie's auction began to the close, the price of one B20 token grew from $8 to $18. The value of his stake in B20, about 5 million tokens, grew by 51 million over that period. So basically, this guy made a ton of money on NFTs and then used that money he made on NFTs to go buy another NFT. Oh my gosh. Jess Powell had to outbid other people. His last bid sealed the win. The Beeple sale is different with fractional ownership. Fair. That's fine because fractional ownership can create a larger valuation, whereas paying full price is paying full price, right? But come on, Jesse Powell, whatever, buying this, it's marketing. Oh my gosh, the founder of Kraken bought a thing from Ethan and Gila. $60,000 is a drop in the bucket for the amount of signups Kraken could get now. Let's call me jaded, but this is the crypto industry, like pumping the crypto industry, and it makes me a little nervous. Okay, sorry. Biden team weighs next economic plan for up to $3 trillion. The Biden administration is considering as much as $3 trillion worth of measures to include long-term. Okay, whatever. The proposal will be presented this week. Ooh. Okay. Infrastructure and climate change have long been described. Yeah, we'll see how Mitch McConnell responds. Not that necessarily he's got a lot of power right now. I know I'm jaded. I know that. I'm telling you I'm jaded. So, about the NFTs. All right, $3 trillion figure compares with economists' estimates for a range of $2 to $4 trillion. When was it ever 2 to 4 trill? I feel like it was always a $3 trillion package that we expected. Republicans have already made clear they won't favor tax increases. Okay, this is just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. The big thing here is that we're expecting it this week. So that's cool. So we'll see what happens there. All right, let's see. So in terms of other... okay, in terms of other news, nothing major here, with the exception of tech lead stock gains as treasury yields slide. Let's pull up the 10-year and some of these others here. Okay. All right, let's look at the line chart here. Oh, check out wait, where is it? Oh, my screenshot's over here. It's under this. Hold on. Check this out, everyone. Look at this. Look at this $69,000 NFT. Woo! Do you have it on your desktop? Sorry, I'm being really jaded. I realize that. It's because maybe I'm just I'm so vocal about it because I want to know. I really want to get to the bottom of it. All right, so let's get the 10-year chart up here. Okay, Bloomberg. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we ended like flat, 1.69. I mean, that's not. Yeah, that's like we literally did nothing today. So they slid down, and there. Okay. Did I say $69 million? I meant $60,000 one. Sorry, my bad. Small, minor difference. Anywho, let's look at the 5-year. 5-year. MP Materials, big sell-off. Really? I was like excited about MP there temporarily. So 0.86. Yeah. 5-year. Okay. All right. Well, but if we go to the 3-day, let's see if we see that slide. Yeah, I mean, so we had this. It was like literally a slide right here from open to or from close to open, and then this usual volatility here. Not a big deal though. I'm sure the VIX is down too. Let's see if we're under 20 on the VIX. I'll look at MP in just a moment. Let's see. MP VIX imbalance page. And I want the line chart. No. Oh, here we go. VIX index. There we go. Okay, so in terms of the volatility in it, whoa, we are at 18.88, folks. That's a low. Let's see how low can we go. Oh, it's a low over the last 6 months. Own something good. Look, I support H3. I think they're great. I think they're awesome. I think that's hilarious that they made it to understand it more. It makes sense to me. I mean, great. I don't think there's anything wrong with somebody selling an NFT. I think the whole fact that people are buying them is crazy. But again, hey, maybe it's just swing trading, and there's nothing wrong with swing trading. Take a look at the volatility index, though, folks. Very, very important. If you are a buy and holder, what does this tell you? What do we talk about in the Stocks and Psychology of Money group all the freaking time? And I know I'm saying this publicly, but I love everyone, okay? Technically, based on this chart, this is like the worst time to be buying buy and hodl stuff. We want to invest when there's fear. When there's blood in the streets and people are like, no, my God, that's what we want. All right. So what's going on over here? News update. Let's hear it.
A hearing on making Washington, D.C. the 51st state. Outside of Capitol Hill, demonstrators marched in support of the move. Now, all
right. This is just generic news. This is not market news. Here, for us to get the latest market news, let's switch on over to Fox Business to see what they're talking about.
That's assuming that nobody does anything for the next 80 years, which, of course, is absolutely silly.
Climate change and the climate threat narrative. Okay, never mind. I don't get it. The mainstream is killing me. Okay, let's get Bloomberg TV up because we've got them here somewhere. Here we go. Oh, no, I guess not. All right, I'll pull them up separately. Bloomberg TV. Let's see. Sometimes they have really good interviews. Like Kathy Wood will frequently come on here. But usually we have like an ad to sit through for like a minute. So we'll just let that play for a sec.
Mom and Dad.
Oops.
Costa Rica,
I gotta fix that.
and
There we go. Okay, so where were we? Let's look at the sticks for a moment. Let's see if anything's moving in the after hours. Okay, what's happening in the after hours? Nikola's going up 2%. Upstart's up 1.5%. Freaking Upstart going straight to the moon here. It's absolutely nuts. Express. Okay, a little bit of a recovery here on those that sold off. How's CRISPR been doing? CRISPR, okay, finally starting a little bit of a recovery again. Little bit of a recovery. Very cool. Let's see here. We've got 132 right here. Very cool. Let's see. How would you feel if Elon stepped down from Tesla? Would your expectations valuation change? Yeah, it'd be a problem. I do think at some point he will step away, but not until things get to copy and paste model. Oh, whoa! Look at that Bitcoin sell. What's happening here? Yeah, okay, it's up right here. Whoa! Why? 5% all of a sudden. Okay, so we went down to 54.2, and let's see here. Now we are at 54.5, so about $300 above. Okay, it's trending down again. Here we go, trending down even more. Yikes! What's happening? Okay, so we'll have to keep an eye on this. This is sudden. Yeah, I mean, look, it does this, right? It is, as we say, volatile, but that's interesting. And what's over here? So this is CCIV. Let's go to the minute here. CCIV. Oh, so CCIV kind of sold off a little bit there going into the close, and a little silly flatness over here. No, it's not a big deal. MP Materials. Oh, that's right. We're going to look at MP Materials. So what's going on at MP Materials? Okay, hold on. Okay. All right. So what happened? MP was doing so good. I don't own them because I told you what I thought about miners. And again, it's not me disliking. It's my problem. It's not their problem. Let's figure out what's going on here. Okay. Oh, well, there you go. 500 million senior notes, $1 million worth of senior notes. Yeah, the share price went up. What'd they do? We got to stay competitive. We got to buy more machinery. We got to hire more people. Boom. MBiz? No way. No way they found someone. Shut up. No freaking way. I don't see it. Because this should do really well if it gets bought out. That's what everyone's waiting for, right? We've talked anytime. Oh, someone's just kidding. Thanks. Good fake out. Yeah. Well, that's why we check. All right. So what else here? LiDAR maker? No. Yeah, that'll be news for sure. Okay, what do we got here? Talking about GameStop earnings coming up tomorrow.
But that was totally to be expected, right? We had these new video game consoles, specifically the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X and S that came out in November. If GameStop could not make money with new consoles coming out and everyone cooped up in their homes, they were never going to make money. But we knew from the holiday sales results that the holiday sales were disappointing. I think that GameStop has lost a bunch of shares. So we will see some improvement, but it doesn't mean that the core underlying fundamentals of this business are significantly better. The digital disintermediation trend has not gone anywhere.
Anthony, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate you hopping on the phone with that brief preview for tomorrow's earnings. Goldman Sachs' CEO speaking out for the first time after an internal survey surfaced, which shed light on the working environment for some of the company's junior bankers, 13 of them.
All right. Well, that part we don't care so much about. Sorry for the junior bankers, but let's see here. No. Okay, they're talking about Turkey and the lira. Let's see. What else is going on? You have anything else going on? Okay, here's the interviews chart. Let's on Bloomberg. Capital Economics, economists of emerging markets, George Kurtz, CrowdStrike. Well, he was on CNBC, Mad Money, so we heard what he had to say there. I think it was like Friday or Thursday or something like that. So that's nothing exciting. Okay, then we have after hours, MP Materials basically just moving down on that bond offering. ARC FinTech up in the after hours here. What else do we have up? Nikola, OGI Wayfair, Spirit returning a little bit with about 1/3%. Microvision, Matterport. I don't understand what's up with Matterport. Why Matterport gets beat to 15 over here. Under 16, I think it's just a great buy. Oh well, I think it's the SPAC slap. BNGO, what are they doing? BNGO. They are BINGO. That's why that sounds so familiar, because it's like bingo. BINGO, bingo. The only thing that's missing is the I. Huh. All right. So anyway, we've got. I mean, they're not really moving, right? So what's the question over here? Let's see how they've been. How these people been? So we know they blew up because they kind of went viral, and they got real hyped up. Yeah. Okay. I mean, stable. That's not horrible. Let's look at. Let's pull GME on the because we do have GME earnings tomorrow. So let's quickly pull up GME here. GameStop. Let's see what we got. Individual news. Okay. GameStop dips ahead of earnings. Let's see. GameStop earnings countdown. Yeah, no real news here. You know what we should do? Let's look at the short interest quickly on some of the stocks that we're tracking, just to see what's going on. Give me some tickers for short interest. I'm in the also in the Discord. If you're in the Discord on the private stock chat, I could prioritize yours if you want to post in there too. But I got to get this thing up. So we shall do that. Yeah. All right. AMC. I feel like it's always AMC. AMC. Okay. AMC. Oh man, you guys got a lot of recommendations. 8.4%. Jeez. CCIV. CCIV 6.1%. What's Tesla? Tesla is Tesla. Okay, I'll just search for it again. Oh my god. Okay, 6.13% here. Stop. There's so many tickers. My goodness. Everybody's got a ticker. Okay. Rocket fallen way down to 17%. Pins. Okay. That's a lot. Yeah, I can't do everything, but I will try to do my best here. So let's look at GameStop. That's definitely one we want to look at. So 14.58% of GameStop. It's still plummeting. I mean, that's very low. Soon this is going to be under 10%, and that buying pressure is going to be gone. Neo did CCIV. Neo's at 3.77. We've got Microvision. Good question. No. Verification with the BlockFi camera. I haven't seen that. Keep in mind, if you want to get up to $250 for free with BlockFi, go to metkevin.com/BF. You could also, by the way, go to metkevin.com/Voyager and get $25 totally for free by signing up for Voyager. Microvision is 15.27% short. I guess a lot of people think that acquisition's not going to happen. AMTX, you don't even know what that is. So 4.25%. Tilray. I don't know what the symbol is for that. Let's see here. Tilray stock. TLRY. Okay. TLRY. Space. Man, 13.8. SPCE is sitting at 0.42. Wow. Virgin. Wait, no. Sorry, I misread that. No. 13.69. Yeah. Okay. I read the wrong spot. RLX. Okay. Gevo. 10.77%. Gevo. Sundial, too? Oh, my goodness. 8.2. Sundial. 11.4. I'll do this for another minute. AIV is 4.92, whatever that is. Apartment Investment Management. Oh, so it sounds like something I maybe should know about, but I don't. CTRM. CTRM's 0.5%. Wow, it's nothing. Redfin. Ooh, that's a good one. So GNOG. Okay, 5.6. GNOG. Only 1.4% short for Golden Nugget. What about Genius? Yeah, we did pins. 9.45% short on Genius. eHang. Oh, I remember trading that one. Oh, right. What's the ticker? Gotta give me the ticker. eHang stock. I don't remember. Oh, that's right. EH, of course. 3.7. It's pretty low. BAC, CHPT, we'll do that one too. Bank of America is like nothing. What was it? Under 1% short. That's crazy. What was the other one we wanted to do? Somebody said CHP. Oh, that's ChargePoint. Yeah, ChargePoint was something else. ChargePoint, no, only 4%. At least according to this short interest. Yeah. Oh, Upstart. That's a good one. I think we should end it on that one. Okay. No more. Okay, 6.12. So we'll do some more tomorrow. But we could keep going on that forever. We'll end up doing the whole market. I think that's pretty good, though. It gives us a little sense. So, yeah. All right. Anything else moving in the after hours here? Dave & Buster's up a bit. So they all of a sudden moved a little bit more. SOS. They're down 2%. You know what I will look at really quick is Sundial because they sold off a bunch, and Sundial just as like the big loser kind of the day. Yeah, 11.46. See, the short interest is declining as well a bit here. Okay. Anything else going on? Let's look at the top news quickly. Top news. We have no. Still exposed on data service. No. Nothing really new. So kind of a chill Monday, honestly. Like we didn't really have this a kooky market today, I would say. It was pretty stable. Tesla's at 666. Yeah, that's normal, right? Gonna get 666.66. That'd be funny. It might happen. Probably has happened. Whew. Okay, time for me to make another coffee. All right, folks. I appreciate you all being here. I'll see you in the next video. If you have not yet watched the Federal Reserve video, go to my channel right now. Watch that Federal Reserve video. It's really, really important that you understand that inflation projection and exactly from whom it's coming from. It's very useful. So check that out. Check out the coupon code down below for the courses. And folks,